Po tayo sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Uy, pogi-pogi ang ating mga kasama sa ating radio coverage. Of course, that's Benji Santiago and one of the 26 greatest player of the PBA, Jolly Escobar. Pakinggan niyo po sila sa DCSR 918 Sports Radio. Kasama natin pasasalamat sa ating mga FM radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 ESFM at 96.3 Easy Rock.
26.
Oo, 25 yung nabigyan ng award. Kasama daw siya dun sa 26. And the rest of the other. Kasama ka na rin.
Kasama na rin ako dun sa 26.
Samantala, ito pinag-uusapan pa rin po natin ang mainit na first quarter ng Sunbeam Coffee. Lahat ng hinugot ni Coach Tim nag-deliver na kagad. First quarter pa lang.
Yun nga, productive lahat ng Sunbeam Coffee mixers at lahat yun ang gagaling talaga sa kanilang opensibo.
Tinan mo, partner, ha? Ang Meralco ng Mad at All, 24 points in the first quarter, pero tambak pa rin nagsampo yun.
It's still way too high. 30 points in one quarter. Grabe yung ginawa doon ng Sunbeam Coffee with all the great shooting that we've seen. You look at it, pare-pareho silang more than 50% field goal shooting.
Well, may dagdag na kwento si Riza on the Meralco Balls. Riza?
Rado, sa ganda ng ginagawa ng Meralco Balls, hindi naman natin sila masisisi kung pare-pareho nilang masasabi na it's their time. Dahil nga daw, sa ngayon talagang napakataas ng kumpiyansa nila. Pero hindi daw ibig sabihin nito mag-aantay na lang sila ng biyaya. They see today as a big blessing dahil nga daw kontrolado pa nila ang kanilang destiny. Pero paalala ni Coach Ronnie Magsanok sa kanyang mga manlalaro, walang shortcut. Hard work lang, lalong-lalo na sa depensa dahil ang reward nga posibleng twice to beat advantage after this game. Rado?
Well, thank you, Riza. Tama yung pinupunto ni Riza. Of course, yung mga nakagit na dun sa kapunan ng Meralco. Itong 34 points, medyo hindi na nila kasalanan yun. Talagang maganda ng hiniuhulog ng bola para sa kapunan ng Sunbeam. But they should not let up on their defense.
Yes, and that's only one quarter. I mean, there's still 3 quarters left. Siyempre, ang asa, sana bumaba naman ng kanilang shooting percentage. Yun ang talagang pipilitan ng Meralco Balls. But pag magtuloy-tuloy yun, this is going to be very difficult for Meralco because of the high scoring percentage by Sunbeam Coffee.
Kagaya nun, actually 4 misses para sa kapunan ng Sunbeam Coffee. But Coach Ryan Gregorio is disappointed dahil 4 beses nakakuha ng mga taga-Sunbeam yung bola.
Look at the front line, Rado. Dalawang 6'8", 6'9" player on the floor at the same time. Maliban dun sa athletic ability pa ni Aline Maliksina, of course, pwede rin siya kumuha ng rebound.
Rafi Rivas, itis po ang kanyang unang tira mula sa free throw line. And J.R. Reyes will be sent back to the bench. Papasok po ang kanilang starter na si Cliff Hodge. Binabanggit natin itong magandang nilalaro ni Cliff Hodge so far in the conference. Pero dito, he's tasked with guarding Marcus Blakely, who's now sitting down. So, scoring ni Cliff Hodge naman ang aasahan ni Coach Ryan at this point of the second quarter.
It's badly needed. Kailangan talaga gumawa na si Cliff Hodge dito in the previous games. You expect him to really put up the numbers. Even in their last game against Air 21, maganda kagad yung simula niya in that game. Dito, dos putos pa lang si Cliff Hodge. He needs to really go to work.
Reynel Hognatan with a strong move. Pagkaliwete ka talaga, medyo mahirap pa sa pali niyan
Bumibisikleta pa yung legs niya, And yun ang pang-protection din niya kay Rafi Rivas who was about to block the shot.
Alam mo, dun sa haba ng buhok nitong si Reynel Hognatan, yung kanyang pagkatake, para talaga isa side to siya, parang yung strong as a horse.
Hindi kaya siya nabibigat nandun sa buhok niya.
May headband naman
Never gonna experience him.
Mag-headband?
Hindi, yung gano'n talaga po.
Ito, tinan mo, talagang napaka-poetic nung kanyang galaw Napatingin ang galaw, 4 yung nilampasan doon. Itong si Reynel Hognatan. Patuloy pa rin ang kanilang paghahabol dito. Although ito, natapik na kay Chris Ross. So, Libby attack para sa mga ng Meralco Balls. Sa mandaling natigil, nandun agad yung depensa ng Sunbeam. They go to Cliff Hodge. Kicking it out. Napunta kay John Wilson with the runner.
So far, John Wilson already with 10 points for Meralco. He's actually very consistent and so far, siya yung leading local scorer at sumunod sa kanya yung kanilang import pa na si Mario West.
In the last game of Meralco, magandang nilaro nitong si Mike Cortez, but with his minutes in the first 2 quarters, hindi pa niya masyadong na-impose yung kanyang impact dito sa team. There's a foul on John Wilson, although una pa lamang ito kay John Wilson and Marcus Blakely. Isa sa kailangan i-improve ang kanyang free throw shooting. Tingnan natin dito, mintis na naman. kanyang pukol doon. Going 1 out of 4 this early. Kailangan mag-adjust na ni Blakely.
Pero Rado, para sa Shaquille O'Neal kahit daming sinablay na free throw, lampas 10 nga kung minsan, 20 o 30 mahigit pa rin yung ginagawa Diba? Can you imagine if he was making his free throws, baka 40, 50 puntos sa bawat laro.
Really a force to reckon with inside. Ito po nga si Marcus Blakely. Not only offensively, but his presence. Pagdating sa defense, hahabulin at hahabulin yung mga umaatake sa loob. A 3-pointer para dito kay Cliff Hodge. And don't look now. Ito yung sinasabi ng coaches ng Meralco. Huwag tayo susuko. Ito, 5 puntos sa lamang ang pagitan dito.
Well, naidikit nila because kahit papano na depensa nila ng bahagya itong shooting ng San Miguel Coffee.
And somehow, the law of averages catching up with the percentage of shooting ng San Miguel Coffee. Ayan, bintis naman kay PJ Simon. Ross, masyadong mataas. Mabilis yung kanyang pass doon for John Rolson. So turnover po ang magiging resulta doon.
Well, gumanda na rin ang depensa dito ng Meralco because even when you see the shots, they're actually changing the shots because they're actually recovering long to the shooters.
Ito po ang field goal shooting na magkabilang kupunan 3 out of 9 sa kupunan ng San Miguel and 5 out of 7 sa Meralco. So mas kuminis na ang 3-point shooting itong mga taga Meralco, including the big one from Cliff Hodge earlier. Maliksi with a fake. Side-step mo, malakas yung kanyang tira. Ba? Rarely na ganito kalamig si Alain sa kanyang pagpasok dito sa laro. Cliff Hodge, babalik kay Ross. Now to Reynel Lugnatan. Lugnatan has been very effective. Para sa kupunan ng Meralco, si Rafi Ribis ang nababantay sa kanya. Kick out. Cliff Hodge, another 3. Hindi po pumasok, makukuha na ni PJ Simon. Yung kinis, ang execution itong mga taga-San Miguel Coffee in the first quarter, somehow, apektado na. Tama ka, partner. Yung depensa ng Meralco, somehow now affecting the fluidity of the offense ng San Miguel that they have shown in the first.
You really have to put an effort and a premium on defense, and that's the reason why, again, sumablay na naman si Mark Barroco that was an open shot. But you just have to put premium on defense. You cannot quit on your defense. They would make a run. That's like what we've seen in the first period. Pero kailangan talaga, dikdikan ng laban dito. This is how important this game is.
Using the baseline, wanting to dunk the ball. Cliff Hodge na mintisyon, but a lucky break still for Meralco as it hit the legs of Marcus Blakely. Ito, tingnan po natin. Ang ganda ng nakaw niya sa baseline. Pero masyadong malayo yung pinanggalingan.
Layo ng take-off niya.
Well, hindi po nangihinayang ang mga taga-Meralco sapagkat na humahabol na sila down by only 5, 38-2. On a Thriller Friday, we promised you action at ito po, sandamukal na action and scoring ang ating nakikita sa first 2 quarters ng ating laban. San Miguel Coffee and Meralco Bolts seeking solo second at this point of the elimination round, our penultimate date. Para malaman na po ang mga matchup natin going to the semi-finals. Quarterfinals rather. Samantala, ito, aatake na yung mga taga-Meralco. They now have the confidence. Pumapasok na yung kanilang outside shooting. Ito, natapyas na nila yung kalamangan. Cliff Hodge is starting to sizzle right now, making his first free throw. At maganda na yung kamada ng mga bata nitong si Coach Ryan, while Coach Tim Cohen a bit worried at this point.
Bumalik yung kumpiyansa sa kupunan ng Meralco Bolts because of great defensive stops sa pinakita nila, especially dito sa, towards the second period. Doon sila talaga nakabawi. But again, of course, Coach Tim, he knows that yung maging ganda ng laro nila in the first period, they would just have to keep on executing properly and get a lot of open shots. But here again, nag-umandar na naman dito ang ganda ng depensa ng Meralco, nabulga doon ang San Miguel Coffee.
Well, mukhang na surpresa din ang San Miguel sa kinis ng kanilang opensa. Nalimutan na nila yung kanilang pagdepensa. Now na laban na ng depensa. Naapektuhan na po itong laro ng San Miguel Coffee. We're forced to a turnover once again. John Wilson, kakasa, iikot, papayang baseline jumper namin. But nandun si Reynel Lugnatan. Isa din sa mga dahilan kung bakit maganda makakuha ng offensive rebound itong si Reynel. May kulang
May kulang. Pero nung siya pumusisyon and even if it's Rafi Ribis in front of him, he can actually displace Rafi Ribis. Pero yun nga lang, nahuli siya in that last play.
Pero pang-apat na yun, ha, na personal foul ni Reynel Lugnada. Well, he's playing very good para sa kupunan ng Meralco. Pero he has to be called to the bench dahil hindi ko maaaring i-risk talaga ni Coach Ryan. May foul pa rin dito si John Wilson. Pangalawa naman ito for John Wilson.
It's going to be big rather because ito si Reynel Lugnatan is one of their big man stoppers for Meralco. So it would actually hamper his defensive skills, especially if he knows that he already has 4 fouls.
Ngayon pa naman, tumitigil sila. Only a 3-point ball game. Kanina po, it was high sa 12. Pabor sa Sandy Coffee. James is back. It is the baseline. Looking out. Pero bago nangyari yun, Reyes was actually expecting a shot. Ayun, sinasabi tira niya.
Yeah, he was actually diving for a rebound. Kaya nga sabi nga niya, itira na lang kagad ni James Yap or nirotate nga yung bola.
Ano po yung turnover stories natin? 7 for Meralco, only 4 para sa kupunan. Like Sandy Coffee, pero ang yan, yung bundle yun, nagkakasunod-sunod yung turnover dito sa second quarter. Ito yung mga tagisabi. Davis will be goal for the first. Pumasok na rin po para sa kupunan ng Meralco ball si Papa Ray Guevara, and that shows you kung gaano rin kalalim itong legislative coach sa Ryan.
Malalim na, athletic pa, di ba? Like a player like Ray Guevara coming into the game.
Reyes nakasin sa bola and flip hard! Really challenging Alain Maliksi that time. Yung kanyang strong finish garnered him his 9th point of the game and merits a replay. Dunk na naman ang original na plano na. Pero actually nawala na yung bola, but was able to salvage the 2 and only a 1. Balik po tayo dito sa bakbakang Meralco at Sandy Coffee kasabay ang ating paalala. Panoorin niyo po ang Cine Filipino. Yan, ongoing po yan from September 18 to 24. Cine Filipino, kwento ang hari. Yan, magandang pelikula. Ulitin natin yan. May 6 na pelikula. Kabilang dyan, The Muses. Tagirila is a poet. Ang kwento ni Mabuti. Ang 31 ay Paborin. Puti. Yan, ang huling champion ni Anita. Samantala, ito ang ating action dito. Nagpapatuloy. Sammy gusto bumawi. Di sa kanilang katahimikan namin. Dito ni Alex Malyari. And another chance for Meralco. It's Chris Ross handing it back. Mario West. Ako, apektado yung kanyang tira. Yung kanyang second serving. Ayaw pa rin. At mahirap yun talaga. Kapag tuklap ang koko mo. Marcos will attack. But he will be challenged by Ray Guevara.
Nothing really much Ray Guevara can do because ito si Marcus Blakely was really coming on strong. Paulit mo na lang because alam naman natin na yun ang magiging problema for Blakely when he's actually on the line.
Pero kung kinukuha pa lang Marcus Blakely yung bola, may reaction na dun sa pass. They're expecting something, a dunk at least, but Ray Guevara would not give it to him.
Well, dinikitan kagad siya ni Ray Guevara at final because kung hindi niya dinikitan and he gave him that space, he's just going to jump over Ray Guevara and dunk on him.
Pumasok yung una para kay Marcus Blakely. Hindi pa rin po ganun makinis sa kanyang free throw shooting. Nabintis yung kanyang pangalawa, but they need every point din. Kaya matapos po silang lumabang ito sa puntos. Bumaba na yan sa isa. Ngayon, naibalik siya dalawa. Shantig yan. At wag siya kanina. 34 points po ang in-score ng Shantig sa first quarter. Ibig sabihin, 5 puntos pa lang ang nais pa nila dito sa second. Chris Ross, missing that one. Dalawa yung taga-Salmig. Luckily for them, naitapik ni Marcus Blakely na pangiti pa doon. Muntik nang mawala. Lahat na nga, blue shirts doon sa rebound.
Sayang yung possession kung sakali nagkaroon sila doon ng turnover at nawala yung bola.
Alain Maliksi, ito, naghahanap ng kanyang contribution dito dahil hindi po makaramihan ang nabibigay nito. In fact, scoreless. And was forced to take that one. He misses. Mario West zigzagging against 3 defenders. Hang time for him. Pumasok for Mario West.
Well, mukhang nasaktan doon si Alain Maliksi. Couldn't really sprint down on defense. That's why he had really no choice but just to foul.
But you see this coast-to-coast move. Yung mga taga-Salmig ay naghahanap ng traveling violation. Lifting down. Hoping for a traveling or a double dribble.
Actually, ganun talaga dumrive si Mario West. Yung parang instead of this sidestep, he brings the ball in front of the defender.
lamang na ang kupunan ng Meralco. First time in this game. Matapos makakompleto itong si Mario West ang kanyang 3-point play. May kickball na nangyari. So pagkakataon ito ng San Mig Coffee, you're mentioning 34 points po in the first quarter ng score ng San Mig. Nakahit sila with 5, make it 7. Tapos yung 2 puntos si Marcus Blakely. Only 1-point ball game. Pabor pa rin po yan sa mga nakasul. The San Mig Coffee Mixers. At Meralco has the momentum here in the second quarter. Chris Ross, babalik kay Cliff Hodge. To Mario West. 3 for 3. Tagilid yun at makukuha ni Mark Pingley ang rebound. Alex Malyari, sumisigaw doon sa may kanto. Hindi nakita ni Marcus Blakely. They will reset with their import at the point. Kay Alex Malyari. Back to Ping, 8 seconds. Dako sa ilalim. James Shop, turn around. Ayaw, pasa. Tapos yung tira ni Alex Malyari and the save by Cliff Hodge from the baseline. Mario West hopping and will be called for the offensive foul.
So there's a big difference when Mario West goes to the basket. Ang dami kagad ng kukulap sa kanya, really making it very difficult for Mario to really go hard and finish. Right here, it was Pingris and Blakely. Sinaran kagad yung dadaanan niya. That's why there's no other way to go but just commit an offensive foul.
Well, good call. Mario West may be complaining, but good defense really put up by the double team on him.
Alam mo, Rado, yung last play na yung last attempt ng San Mig Coffee, ang ganda ng dinipensa doon ng Meralco. Boss, no open shot ang nakita natin.
Ito yung original nating konsepto dito sa laban na it would be really a defensive game. So, higa nga, parang exception po yung mainit na first quarter for both teams. Pero, ngayon, ito nang higa nga, natural sa dalawa kupunan! With that big block, ito na!
Erases the shot of Cliff Hodge.
Pahigpitan na po ng tornilyo sa depensa. Ang pinapakita ng magkabilang kupunan. Kaya, yung kaninang high-scoring game, bigla pumunta na siya. Ito, natural na lang, 41-40 score. Kasama, itong defensive stop na ito ni Marcus Blake. Let's say yun ang Preston break fluid for superior breaking anchor and safety. Siguradong nasa mabuti kang kamay. Mark Pingris should be going for a foul, and that would be not the best of news. Ano? Pangatlo na personal foul on Mark Pingris. Yung kanyang katunggali in Reyna Lugnat may 4 naman. So, ganyan po nagpipick up na ang aksyon at depensahan dito sa ating laban.
Well, key players actually in foul trouble here in the first half. Pingris and Hugnatan is actually on the bench. But yun nga lang, ang maganda sa San Mig Coffee, marami pa silang mabubunot din no? And we've seen that when Pingris was not able to play for 2 games and that they were actually winning games. And 3-0 na ang block shot story. And yung tatlo na yun, lahat yun sa import na si Blakely.
So, hindi man blocks ang nagbibigay ng Meralco, but they're compensating on some other defensive departments. Dahil they're really fighting toe-to-toe right here in the second quarter. In fact, we're tied at 41. Only our second deadlock of the game. Pero ito, James Shop makakanakaw with that patented bank shot of him.
Sinakyan niya doon si Ray Guevara. He used actually that forearm.
James Shop versus Ray Guevara. Parang GQ version niya ng mga dashing demo na ng magkabilang kupunan. Mundala, there's a lull here somewhere. The referees
Coach Ryan's complaining about the forearm. He left forearm ni James Shop to protect it for the ball from Guevara, who challenged that shot.
Pasok yun para kay James Shop to complete the 3-point play. He now has 5 points and a 3-point lead is back to San Mig Coffee. 30-second timeout. Well, binabanggit pa rin natin, partner. Itong San Mig Coffee is one of the hottest teams with a 4-game winning streak that may have started nung kanilang laban sa kupunan ng Global Port. Pero ito, repasuhin po muna natin ang magkakaganapan. Pareho pong 5-3 ang magkabilang kupunan, San Mig at Meralco. Who wins tonight? Solo second ito. At sigurado na yung twice to beat. Yun lang naman ang mahalaga dahil pasok na sila pareho sa quarterfinals. Pero yung matatalo, nako, maghihintay pa po up to the team at the 6th place, that's the 7th place, Barangay Ginebra has actually a chance na tumabla pa dahil lang Barangay Ginebra 3-4. They can also end up 5-4 dahil dalawa pa kanilang laban.
May laro sila ngayon, may laro sila after this game, may laro sila sa Sunday. Ang Alaska may 1 game pa. So if both teams actually win at makasweep, then labo-labo ngayon sila at 5-4 doon sa matatalo dito sa ating game ngayon.
Kaya naman, itong dalawang kupunan para mawala na yung komplikasyon.
Manalo ka na.
Manalo ka na lang. Kayo na yung mag-isip ng...
Bahala kayo dyan.
Kayo na yung maglabo-labo dyan sa ilalim. Mario West, may double team na naman. Yung kanyang nakita si Cliff Hodge is really on target with 11.
Tsaka ngayon may pull-up jumper pa siya, no? Normally, yung mga shots na nakukuha ni Cliff Hodge, face-up, set shot. Ngayon, may pull-up jumper pa from the right baseline.
Mukhang pinakapagturo kay Cliff na huwag ka na masyadong bumabagsak-bagsak.
Malinis na yung sahig eh. Yung malinis na, tama na.
James Schaap may double team. Ibibigay kay Marcus Blakely. Andreno, matake. Challenge to ni Ray Guevara pero may foul doon. Mario West, that would be his second personal foul. Ibang-iba na complexion dito sa second quarter partner.
Ang sikip, actually, no open shot. So it really boils down to execution. Coach Tim, Coach Ryan, I'm sure they always tell their players to execute their game plan or execute their offense properly. Read the defense. But so far, kahit anong basa mo sa sitwasyon, there's always a guy in front of you.
Marcus Blakely, this time, kompleto yung kanyang mga free throws. 46-43. Mga bagong pihit po kanina. Magpak na dyan ng 12 itong Sandy Coffee. Scoring 34 in the first quarter. Pero ngayon po, second quarter, iba na ang labanan dito. Ipas na itambla na ito ng nakakuha pa ng kalabangan ng Meralco rito. 5 seconds to go in the shot clock. Ang ganda ng galaw. Pasa! Double-handed flush! Coming from Cliff Hodge.
Grabe naman yung ginawa doon ni Cliff Hodge. He knows that Blakely was right there to block his shot. So there's no other way to do it but just to dunk on Blakely.
But again, yung atake doon ni Mario West nagsimula. Nagkulab sa kanyang depensa. At actually freed up itong si Cliff Hodge. So yung pa-dribbling itong si Mario West na pumunta sa kanya yung tatlong players and why not? Libre si Cliff Hodge. Nakabawi din. Dito kay Marcus Blakely, sinapos siya kanina eh.
Binura yung tira niya ngayon naman eh. Dinakdakan niya harapan. So, quits na sila ngayon.
Sila pa rin magbabantayan dito and Marcus Blakely will attack.
Lakas talaga ng katawan ni Blakely, especially when he gets on the right low block. Very hard to stop on the low post.
Kapag mohok ka ba, talagang tumatapa ka, atake ng atake itong si Marcus Blakely.
You know what? Wish I was able to try that. Maybe I would feel and tell you my experience.
Gawa natin ang ibang version niya sa'yo, partner. Pahalang yung mohok mo.
Mas madali sa akin yung gupit ni Nabong eh.
sa ilalim lang.
Sa likod lang yung may natira.
Hindi ka rin pwede ng Superman eh. Hindi ka pwede may kiss me eh. No?
Pahirapan tayo dyan. Pagdating sa buhok, wala tayong kalaban-laban.
Huwag na nga po natin pag-usapan yan. Marami tayong masasaktan. Si Mario West, isa din. Pero okay lang sa kanya. Magaling naman siya.
Dati mohok nga si Mario West, di ba? Tinanggalan niya yung ibabaw eh. Nilinis na niya. Bigote na lang or balbas na lang yung tinira.
Naalala niya kasi yung dito yung hair ni OG Minor eh. Sabi niya, balik na ako dito sa aking balbas look. 48-47. Isang photos naman po ang kalabangan ng Saming. But they have possession. Nakita na naman! Ito si Ravi Ribes and Marcus Blakely has been spotting his cutting teammates very effectively in this game. Mananakaw pa ng Saming pero yung last team itong si Marcus Blakely hindi po mapapasok. Cliff Hodge, ito ang bida ng Meralco Bolts in this quarter. Tonight he has 13 points, 3 rebounds including the two-handed slam. Talaga naman pong bumuhay dito sa kupunan ng Meralco. Down by 12 ngayon, down by only 3. 50-47 sa mainit na shooting ng mga taga Meralco, including the highlight by Cliff Hodge. Ito yung pinakamalaki tira dyan, harapan kay Marcus Blakely. Matapos mo ang ating quarter, ang Sandy Coffee after scoring 34 in the first quarter. Ito, they scored only 50. Balik na tayo sa normal. 47 naman ang kupunan ng Meralco. Sa amin pong pagbubuling kasama ng Eric Reyes.